Hey Ubers, Vivian here with a wellness gift package idea that I had recently. I want to share with you my ideas and some wonderful dies and embossing folders from Sizzix and Where Women Cook. This one is called Box Mini Pizza Box, and it's number 659944. You will use that with this premium crease pad in place of one of your acrylic plates. And that crease pad is really useful for die cuts that you make that will have cuts as well as score lines. So you'll place your acrylic plate down, your die, your cardstock, and your premium crease pad on top of that. I found that with this die, it was helpful to add an extra little shim of 1 or 2 pieces of cardstock to make sure that the cuts and score lines all make their mark on your papers crisply and clearly. So you want to press in those score lines with a bone folder and start making that piece of cardstock into a 3-dimensional box. I added just a little droplet of hot glue on each of those almost squarish small tabs and folded in all of those edges to create my 3-dimensional pizza box. So assembly really doesn't get much easier than that. I'm really happy with this die because it's one of those sturdy Biggs type dies, and it's very cute and could be used in a pinch to package any number of different items. I can imagine a decent sized cookie for an individual treat, little sweets, candies, chocolates, used for yourself, for your craft room, to store buttons and things like that. And if you haven't been to the Sizzix site to check out all of the dies available from the Sizzix Where Women Cook line, I hope you will, because if you're somebody who likes to gift package things beautifully, handmade items, home-cooked items, that's the collection for you. And here you have your little mini pizza box. I'm going to use a number of different products from that line to package up some items to get somebody sick feeling better, or to ward off illness for those of you guys who need a little bit of extra immune support. This organic throat coat lemon echinacea tea, this saved me and my husband when we got sick this fall. And I've got some chamomile lavender for relaxation, and some regular chai and decaf chai for those cozy warm nights by the fire. But that organic throat coat really saved us. So I'm going to put a selection of those into my box. I had a scrap piece of corrugate that actually came from a 12 by 12 pad of corrugate in a very comforting warm craft color. It's about 1 inch wide. And I love the extra texture that it adds immediately to your project. And I thought it would make a great band to wrap this box shut. And so just by adhering it like this, it can slip off very easily. And then to add a really feminine touch, I took a fabric flower from my stash and adhered it right in the middle. And that's it. Isn't that pretty? Really simple. Before I move on to the next part of my wellness gift package, I just wanted to show you some other little gift boxes that I made using the mini pizza box die. I really like that muted blue and beige color combination. And that was also Coordinations cardstock. I have another die to share with you from the Sizzix Where Women Cook new release. It's called Box Tea Bag and Accessories number 659943. I have links to all of these products in the description box below. And as you can see here, you have this cute little bird that you can prop on the edge of a teacup, plus a little spoon and a mini teacup that can be tied to the end of a tea bag string, and a cute little bag that can hold your tea bag. So It could be used really in a very cute way for a little tea party if you have those things with your girlfriends. But it's the sandwich in your Big Shot is exactly the same as the sandwich for your pizza box. I found that simply with the acrylic plate on the bottom and the premium crease pad on top, you had perfect cuts and perfect score lines. And let me show you how those look. So to assemble your little tea bag holder, you press in your score lines just like you did for the pizza box. And I found that just one strip on each side of that tea box holder, on one flap on each side, was enough to keep my tea bag holder intact. And I don't know if you can see it, but when you send it through your Big Shot, just that one pass, you get a cute little trail of stitch lines. I don't know if you can see it here, but in the final shots that I show you at the end of the video, you'll be able to see them really clearly. But that little extra element adds just the right amount of cuteness. And I stringed some twine through the little design elements here and added those to the tea bag holder as well. So far, this is what we've got. Our little tea bag holder and our mini pizza box with some tea bags inside. I'm gonna die cut a little decorative element to be nested inside a jar lid for a mason jar. This is the fancy jar lids embossing folder number 659946. This is a beautiful, elegant embossing folder that can be used in conjunction with this die. This is number 659185, and it cuts two sizes of lids for two different sizes of mason jars, or I guess different canning jars, mason jars, whatever. This die has been around for a while, and Werle & Cook has a couple of different embossing folder options in addition to the one I'm going to be using today, and you can see those on the Sizzix website. So they're just two different sizes of circles that are die cut. And this is just a plain die cut, so you use it with your two acrylic plates. It's just a big die. And I'm going to use the larger of the two circle. Once you have your die cut, you can insert it into your embossing folder. This is, once again, Fancy Jar Lids number 2, 659946. I like this one a lot. It's very elegant. And you're going to open your multi-purpose platform to tab 1 and stick that loaded embossing folder between your two acrylic plates. Isn't that beautiful? So you could just insert that into your jar lid as is. You could sand off the raised embossed surface to reveal a color core. This is the Coordinations Color Core cardstock. You could also take a little bit of ink, distress ink or chalk ink with a foam applicator, and distress the edges a little bit, darken them. I'm going to just sand off the top just a little bit to emphasize those embossed designs. There are some really gorgeous tags also in this new release. This is called Celebrate Tags, number 659936, and they are those wafer thin dies with lots of beautiful detail. When you've got these really detailed dies, one little extra step you can take to make sure your die cuts release is to add wax paper, as you see here, between your die and your cardstock. I've also got those placed on a magnetic platform, those are really great to use with your wafer thin dies because they snap to your dies will snap to the magnetic platform and stay put without having to use any extra post-it notes or tape or anything like that. And see, those are releasing really easily. In the mess of all of my holiday crafting, I could not find my picking tool, so I'm using a screwdriver to poke out those those little leftover pieces. But aren't those details lovely? Although I didn't do it, you can also emboss using these dies. And they have illustrations on the packaging that show you how you can do that. But these are also used to emboss. I die cut a second pink tag of the cupcake and cut a portion of that out and inserted it in the middle of this cupcake tag before folding it in half and stringing some twine in there. And then I stamped the words "Be Well" with some Clear Snap Chestnut Roan chalk ink. And I think this would make a great gift for someone whose immune system is compromised. Depending on your choice of teas, for someone who just needs a little bit of extra relaxation, that chamomile and lavender tea really helps me out when I'm feeling stressed out. Or for someone who's sick, who's so sick they can't get out of the house to get things that would make them feel better. In my mason jar, I put some lozenges, but if I had some beautiful rose hips, I would have put those in there because those are really packed with vitamin C, and those would be really beautiful in a transparent glass jar, I think. I hope you enjoyed my video tutorial. For more inspirations from me, you can visit me on my blog, and that's at contadinak.com. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and please help me spread the word. I'm trying to reach my goal of 10,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Thanks again. Bye.